Trying to figure out which direction to turn here so that you can see the Buddha. Hello, Patio. Hello, all the rest of you. I saw there are 13 of you here. We'll get started in just a minute. So I'm going to try to generally keep these to about 30 minutes. I'll try to repeat this again at the end for people who come in late. But I may go a little bit longer today just because of explaining stuff. But that's the general idea. And I don't think it's probably not a secret to anybody why I'm doing this today, why I'm doing this at noon today specifically. But I also want to acknowledge that today is Martin Luther King Day. And so I hope that you do something regarding that you do something meaningful. And I really thank you for joining me here today. You know, I think that one of the main things that we can do is to participate in spiritual community, meaning do things that are meaningful, that bring people together, that encourage compassion, that develop wisdom, and all of those kinds of things. And so, you know, a lot of people ask me, what can I do? People are worried, people are frightened, people are angry, people are frustrated, people are disappointed, all those things, and understandably so. And we know that we can do good things, we can avoid doing bad things, we can train our minds, and we can participate in spiritual community with one another, which doesn't necessarily mean you sign up to become a Buddhist. It means that you join with others who are dedicated to experiencing a greater community based on wisdom, on compassion, on reality, truth, justice, things like that. So if you're here and you care about those things, then you're a part of my spiritual community. I'm going to make a little adjustment here. Sorry about this. So I'm going to start by offering some incense. If you haven't gotten a hold of the copy of the service, feel free to post in chat where I can send that to you. I actually think it's on the description of this that I put up on YouTube. But we'll be putting it up on the Volusia Buddhist Fellowship website soon, I'm sure. I'll be doing more of these. I'm not sure when or how often. I'll try to do one at least once a week and maybe more than that. And I'd like to maybe move it around different days and time zones and stuff like that to be accessible to more people. I welcome your comments on what might work for you. So you can rise with me if that's possible for you. If you can't do it physically right now, you can do it internally. If you have incense at home, if you have a candle at home, feel free to light those things. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me when I'm facing the other way, but usually I'd be facing the altar for most of this, but I'll be facing your direction so that we can hear each other and see each other. The fragrance of this incense invites the awakened mind to be present with us. It fills our sacred space, guards our minds from wrong thinking. The fragrance of this incense unites us with virtue, mindfulness, and wisdom. We offer it on behalf of all beings. And you can be seated. So we'll meditate first. I'll do a little guided meditation for you. I think this today calls for Metta Bhavana, for cultivating goodwill for everyone. So I will guide you through that. So get comfortable, whatever comfortable is to you. If you like to sit on the floor, on a cushion, on a chair, whatever works for you is fine. This will take maybe 15 minutes. I'll try again. I'm trying to keep this within reason for people to work into the course of the average day. I'll ring the bell 3 times to start a meditation, twice to end. And you can close your eyes or just fix your gaze on something in front of you, just comfortably. You want to be looking inward, not staring at something. If your eyes being closed is better for you, that's fine. And take a few deep breaths. And as you breathe in, focus on you letting your belly be soft, your abdominal muscles being relaxed, so your abdomen can expand and contract, and your lungs can fill and empty completely. And then bring your attention to the center of your chest, to your heart, not the physical heart that pumps blood, but sort of your spiritual heart, center of your awareness. And imagine you're breathing in and out of that spot. And as you exhale, let this phrase just sort of ride on your breath. So just as if it's emerging from your heart as you breathe out, saying silently to yourself, "May I be happy." And this doesn't mean, may I at some point in the future have everything I want. It means right now, in this moment, in this breath, may I be happy. Experiencing the happiness that comes from within, that's found in the present moment. And may I be free from animosity, free from anger and ill will. Oh, there's so many reasons for animosity these days, but there always have been. There's injustice, environmental catastrophes, all those things, people we could blame. But give yourself freedom from that right now. Angry thoughts arise, just let those pass. Experience the peace that happens when animosity passes by, when we let go of those stories, even for a little while. May I be free from stress and affliction. As we meditate, just as when we go about our day, but even just sitting on a cushion or on a chair, being quiet, observing our breath, all kinds of things come into our awareness. Sounds from outside, physical sensations, thoughts, ideas, memories. So we don't need to push any of those things away. We don't need to let any of those things hook us. Just let them pass by. There's no need to create stress around anything that arises. And if we don't nurture stress, if we don't tell the stories about what's come up, or cling, or push away, then we don't create afflictions. If we don't nurture a worry, we don't create anxiety. If we let a frustration or disappointment pass by, we don't create hatred. May I be free from stress and affliction. And may I look after myself with ease. Meaning, be aware of what arises in the mind, just noticing what's coming up, how the mind moves this way and that, and just coming back to the center, back to your heart, back to goodwill, with compassion and goodwill for yourself, and the acceptance of your own imperfection, your own humanity. We're only capable of awakening because of our imperfection. We don't cultivate happiness just for ourselves and for our own benefit. We recognize that there's no difference between our happiness and the happiness of others. So think of someone close to you, a loved one, spouse, parent, child, and wish them well. May they be happy and well. And just let that thought arise in your heart as if you're extending your love, your kindness to that person. You can visualize it as a golden light or something like that if you like, or feel the warmth that arises there naturally when you think of them, and imagine it reaching out to touch them with the thought, may they be happy. And then send that thought to a friend. Just think of someone you know and like. Maybe a few friends on YouTube with you, some people you know on Facebook watching this, or just someone you know and like. And imagine them and send them that thought, may they be happy and well. As if you're letting that circle of goodwill, that warmth, just extend out a little bit farther from your heart to embrace your friend. And extend it to an acquaintance, somebody that you don't know well, maybe, or that you know, but you haven't really formed a feeling about one way or the other. But you know that, like yourself and your friends and your loved ones, they want happiness, they want freedom from pain, freedom from stress. And so send them that wish. May they be happy and well. And maybe there's somebody in your life you're having some trouble with. If you've never done this before, don't start with someone who's the worst person you can imagine or anything like that. Start with somebody that's kind of annoying, maybe got in your way. Call them to mind. Visualize them if you want to, or think of their name. And send them your wish for their happiness. May they be happy and well. And keep in mind that difficult people are difficult because they're unhappy. They're seeking happiness. They're seeking freedom from whatever difficulties they're experiencing. And maybe doing it in ways that aren't very skillful. We do that too. And if they were happy and well, maybe they wouldn't be quite so difficult. So may my adversaries be happy and well. And finally, we'll send this wish to all beings. May all beings everywhere be happy and well. And if you like, you can send that in different directions: north, south, east, west, above and below. Or you can think, may all beings that walk on the earth be happy and well. All beings that fly, all beings that burrow under the ground, all beings that swim in the water. May all beings be happy and well, whatever beings there are, this world and others. May all beings be free from animosity. May all beings be free from stress and affliction. May all beings look after themselves with ease. The bell will sound twice to end the meditation, but before it does, just bring your attention back to your heart, back to your breath. Stop the sending out. Just sit with your breath. You have this limitless supply of metta, of goodwill, always present with you, always there for you when you need it. The more you use, the more you have. It's funny that way, the more you give something, the more you have to give sometimes. And when you hear the bell, you can take a couple of breaths. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, if you like. We call that gasho in Japanese. And when it sounds the second time, you can bow slightly and just take that moment to be glad that you've done this. To be grateful for all that made it possible for you to be here with others, training your mind, developing your spiritual life, looking after what's most important to you. Okay, well, I hope that worked out well for you. Y'all let me know how the sound is and stuff. I can play around with that in the future things if it's not loud enough or the quality's weird. So we're going to do some recitations. So we're going to do the Heart Sutra in Japanese. There are many, many translations of the Heart Sutra out there. And sometimes I will do it in English, and I'll let you know what version of it I'm going to do when I do it in English. But for now in Japanese, because I just find that really powerful. And I think it's a good thing to learn. But we'll start with the homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The Dharma, incomparably profound and infinitely subtle, is rarely encountered even in millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, receive it, and maintain it. May we completely realize the Tathagata's true meaning. Kanji Zaibo Satsugyo Jen Hanya Hara Mitaji Shoken Go Unkai Kudo Isai Ku Yakushari Shikifu Iku Kufu Ishiki Shiki Sokoze Kusokoze Shiki Juso Gyo Shiki Yakubu Nyoze Shari Shize Shoho Kuso Fusho Fumetsu Fuku Fujo Fuso Fugen Zeiko Kuchu Mushiki Muju Sogyo Shiki Mugen Nibi Zetshin Mushiki Shoko Misoko Mugen Kai Naishi Mui Shiki Kai Mumu Myo Yaku Mumu Myo Jin Naishi Muroshi Yaku Muroshi Jin Muku Shu Metsudo Muchi Yakubu Toko Imu Shotoko Bodai Sata E Anya Haramita Jutoko anokotara samyako sambodai kochi hanya haramita zedai shinshu zedai myoshu zemu joshu zemu todoshu nojo isai kushen jitsu fuko kusetsu hanya haramita shu Sokosetsu shu asogyate gyate araso gyate bodhi soaka hanya shingo. The Metta Sutta. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove. Wishing in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upward to the skies and downward to the depths, outward and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, sitting or lying down, free from drowsiness, one should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding, by not holding to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into the world of suffering. Metta Prayer. May I be happy and well. May no harm come to me. May I learn compassion. May all my friends, family, and those I love be happy and well. May no harm come to them. May they learn compassion. May all those troubled in body, mind, and spirit be happy and well. May no harm come to them. May they learn compassion. May all those who have hurt me in body, mind, and spirit be happy and well. May no harm come to them. May they learn compassion. May all those I have hurt in body, mind, and spirit be happy and well. May no harm come to them. Excuse me. May they learn compassion. May all my enemies be happy and well. May no harm come to them. May they learn compassion. May all living beings be happy and well. May no harm come to them. May they learn compassion. One of the nice things about chanting in a big group, like at White Sands or Evolution Buddhist Fellowship meeting, is that if the chant service leader needs to cough, he could just do it and it doesn't mess up the rhythm. Anyway, excuse me for that. So I'll say a little prayer and then we'll do the dedication of merit together. We do it in Pali first and then we say the English. You say do whatever is comfortable for you. We surround all beings with the infinite light of wisdom and compassion. Particularly, we send loving thoughts to those who are grieving, to those who are taking care of others, to those who are seeking refuge from war, from catastrophe, man-made or natural, from the effects of climate change, and to those who are in prison. May they all be serene through all their troubles. We offer our gratitude to those ministering to the sick, to all those who are working for justice, and to all who are working for the health and preservation of the natural world. May it be so. In the dedication of merit, So for those of you who are new to this, when you do a good thing, you get a good result, right? So we talk about that in Buddhism as merit. You do a meritorious thing, and therefore there's merit to that. That merit helps you have a better life in the here and now, helps you have a better mind, all that sort of stuff. Maybe helps you have a better rebirth. I don't know. That's the idea. However you think of that is fine, but we don't want to hang on to that. We want to share it. We recognize that when we do good things, it benefits others. And so we want to acknowledge that by dedicating the merit to others. So we'll do this in Pali first and then English. Sabe sata sadahantu avera sukha jivino katang punya phalang maihang sabe bhagi bhavantu te. May all beings always live happily, free from animosity. May all share in the blessings springing from the good we have done. So thank you for being here. I hope that this was helpful to you in some way. Let me know if you have feelings about, other times and days that Buddhist service might be accessible to you. This will stay online, of course. So if you don't get a chance to see it live, you can always watch it after the fact. But I know a lot of people like to be there together, and I like that too. It's nice to look up and see that right now there's 25 of you on YouTube, and I can't tell for sure how many on Facebook. I'm trying to do both at once, and we'll see how that worked out. But there are people on Facebook. I just don't see a count. So thank you for being here, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, good rest of your holiday if you have that. Thank you, Kathleen, for being here. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Carol. And I will see you again soon, I'm sure. Till next time.